Hello. Anybody out there? Pretty exciting. It's hot today in Arizona. Well, I've got something here. A little ash block of wood. And I have a good connection, so we're ready to rock and roll here. But anyway, so hope somebody pops in here in a minute. I'm gonna get going. Usually it takes a few minutes for people to start chiming in. Yeah. Hey, got somebody here. Are you gonna stick around? Who is that? Let me get my glasses. Well, they're gone. People are popping in and popping out. Stick around. Where you from? We're gonna get started here in a few minutes. All right. Nobody wants to hang out with me, I guess. I don't know why. Well. Stick around. Where you from? You all popping in on me, but popping right back out. Oh well, that's okay. We're gonna get started. I'm not gonna mess around no more. We're gonna get rocking and popping. That's too noisy. A little loud. It'll calm down as soon as I get this off, rounded off here. So hang in there with me. Well, hello, people. Let's see who's all here. Jerome, how you doing, Jerome? I don't know. And Positive Matt. And let's see. I'm just trying to see who popped in on me. God bless all of you. Thank you so much for sticking around. Just making a little bowl here, a little ash bowl. I'm not going to be on here too long. But I got a new lathe. This is awesome. First time I've tried this lathe. That's the jets fly over here. Air Force is doing their night flights, which is awesome. Appreciate you all coming in. Anyways, got a new lathe. I got my other lathe on the other side. I'm going to keep them both. This is I got this at Harbor Freight. You know, it's a nice little, and I got it on sale, $80 off. Can't beat that. I've been wanting one, and I can adjust the speed without removing belts and all that stuff. So, my other one's a little wind. I love it. It's great. If you're starting out, just get yourself a little wind like I did. And I'm still starting out because I've only been doing this off and on for 15 months. So, anyway, stick around. We're going to carve this thing out. It's sure a noisy little sucker at the moment. Let's see. I'll have to figure out what's making all that racket, but Well, thank you for the follow. Let's just see what we got here. Follow the hook. Well, thank you, August. Thank you so much. All right. Well, I got 17 people looking at me. How about that? Anyways, I live in Arizona. I'm Ed. I don't know if you've been on here with me before. I'm not going to be on here too long. Maybe maybe till about, it's 11:12 my time in Arizona. It's not midnight yet, obviously. But thank you for all the follows. I appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Appreciate that. I don't do this for follows, but it sure is nice when someone wants to follow your work. So check out all my little 1-minute reveals of stuff that I made. And also, if you want to watch any and all things that I've done on the lathe, is on YouTube. Ed the Desert Rat. Ed with 2 D's. Ed the Desert Rat. Just like what you see up here on the screen, Ed the Desert Rat. That's what I go by. But make sure you put the 2 D's. So I'm on YouTube. I put everything that like I said, I do on TikTok. It goes on YouTube. All the time that I'm making something, and also all the reveals. So you won't miss anything. If you get bored, you want to watch somebody make stuff, you can go there. My dream car, a 1957 Chevy station wagon, which is my first car I had when I was a young boy before I went in the Army. If you're asking me that. But I sold it, and I wished I didn't, and I regret it. My dream car. I don't know what brought that up, but that's something that every guy has a dream car. And of course, I always like Corvettes too. My son has one, but I never got one. So right now, we got about 19 people. So I'm just carving out this little ash bowl. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how this all goes. Ash is pretty good wood to carve out. But I got 20 people now. Who knew? But thank you for all the follows there again. I'm Ed, and I live in Arizona. And this is my new lathe I'm trying out for the first time. And I bought it today, and here I am carving something out already with it. So far, I like it. It's a little noisy. I don't know what's rattling, but I'm not going to worry about it. It's working fine. We'll just have to deal with it as we go. Everything seems to be pretty solid. Like I said, I got this at Harbor Freight. You can change the speeds. You don't have to take belts off and change it to the different pulleys. So anyway, so I'm liking it so far. It's got the stand that came with it. Pretty good. But right now I got 14 people. All right, we're popping in, popping out, you know. But price? What do you mean by the price of my lathe? Is that what you're referring to? I got it on sale. Let's see, it was regularly $4.49 if you're talking about the lathe. Yeah, I got it $80 off. It was $3.29, I think it was. Yeah, $3.29. If that's about $80. So I bought it, and my wife said she would pay for half of it for my birthday coming up in August. Can't beat that deal. I'm making just a little ash bowl, small, maybe about 5 inches. Yeah, it's got the stand and everything adjustable speed, and you can move this headpiece around at 45 and also a 90. This is awesome because if you want to work out here on something big, you can do that. So I'm not complaining so far. Right now it's a little noisy, and I don't know what it is. Maybe that's just the nature of the beast. I don't know. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But it's running fine. But well, good. That's awesome. You know, me and a few other guys are on here live, off and on, and a lot of people have been inspired by what we do. And I'm not a professional. I'm new at this also. I've been doing it off and on for about 15 months, and yeah, the gearbox probably. Yeah. I don't know if you're familiar with this kind of hit. Like I said, my first time using it tonight. And I have my little Win is just on the other side. And I love that thing. I'm going to keep it too, so I can have a couple things going on at the same time. But I'll never be bored, that's for sure. But I'm just going to I'm going to eventually bolt it down to the cement floor here in my garage. The gearbox. Well, you're probably right. You know, about that. So, I don't know. And I got me a nifty little apron here. Everybody was giving me a hard time about having my shirt dangling around. They thought it was going to get caught up in something. And, you know, realistically, safety should come first. I didn't worry about it too, never had a problem, but I went and got me an apron, so I look professional. Well, let's get going. It's that gearbox. You know what? You're probably right. My little Win there, my little tabletop Win, quiet. It's really nice. Oh, but yeah. First, be safe. Yeah, but I never had a problem getting anything caught up in there. I try to be really careful, but you never know. You know how it is. Thank you for the follow. Is that Elvis? Thank you. Awesome. I appreciate it. I have a lot of people right here, but you're probably all waiting for me to start messing around with this. It's just a little block of ash wood that I have one more block of ash and over there. So I got to show you what I made the other day with ash and walnut. Hang on. It's around here somewhere. Here's what I made with ash and walnut. Real simple little design, but I love the contrast between the colors. Beautiful grain here, but this is ash, just like this. And I just have some beeswax on it. That's all I have. So I think it turned out nice. It's real cute, simple. You know, sometimes the simple design, you don't want to take away from the grain of the wood. So if you get it too busy, it takes away from this, because if I start carving in here, it would mess all that up. So I try to enhance the grain by just leaving it simple. There's not a whole lot of grain there, but there's enough there to give it some beauty. What do you think about that? Well, wow. And I've been using some raw mesquite wood that I've had for years. Just a log of mesquite that I've had for about 11 years. I forgot I had it over at my other property. I drug it home and I started cutting some logs up and making these little cups. You could use it for a pencil, kind of manly. Pencil holder. If you have a real manly office or cabin, you could put your cigars in it. And if you really like a little fake flowers, but you can't drink out of it, because I've got polyurethane on it. But isn't that beautiful? Just raw wood. So this beeswax wash, no, you don't. I don't wash it. You just recondition it with beeswax. if you're going to clean it, a damp cloth and then beeswax it. But yeah, this is not, you don't want to drink out of this stuff. Besides, it's probably got a bunch of cracks in it. Natural cracks. That's cool. I just love that this is all natural. I didn't want to round it off. I wanted to leave it as natural as possible. I have two more just like this, or similar. Here's another one out of the same log. This is another one out of the same log that I've cut. I've got quite a few logs over there. Isn't that awesome? This one's a little shorter than the other one, as you can see. A little bit, not much. Yeah, thank you. Well, let's get going on this thing. Let me get my eyes on you. You're all asking me questions here. Oh my goodness. You know, I've never made a salad bowl because my other lathe I couldn't turn a big enough salad bowl. This one I just got this lathe today and I'll be able to turn a salad bowl on this one, but I have not done that. But usually salad bowl, I think you put mineral oil in it so it won't go rancid. I don't know what kind of wood they use for salad bowls. That's something you might want to Google. Like I said, I've only been doing this off and on for 15 months, so I'm not a professional. I don't do this for a living. This is pure hobby and fun. So I wish I could answer your question a little bit better about the salad bowl. But yeah, I've had some requests for salad bowl. I don't take orders, but somebody, my family or somebody close to me asked me if I could make one. If somebody has an answer for that question about what wood to use for a salad bowl, I appreciate it. Somebody says ash or walnut. I love walnut. Walnut is great wood to carve out on a lathe. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know what they use. I don't know if they use maple. I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and tell you something I don't know about. So you might have to Google that or watch somebody on YouTube that do all this stuff. They've been doing it for 40 years. They're a lot better than me, that's for sure. Maple. Maple sounds pretty good. I haven't used maple yet. I've got some maple over there, and I have not used any milled maple. I used a piece of raw maple and made a mug like I showed you earlier, similar to the ones with the mesquite wood. But anyways, yeah, well, let's get going. I'm trying to put some kind of carve on this. Like I said, I'm not going to be here real long, maybe another 30 minutes or so I don't bore you. Arcadia wood. Arcadia wood. No, can't even pronounce that. I think I've heard of that wood before. You know, I'm learning, so I'm trying different exotic woods. If you look at my 1 minute reveals, you go back and see a bunch of things that I've made. You get an idea of what I've been working on. So, yeah. ACACIA. I'm not good at pronouncing words. You'll probably figure that out if you watch me long enough. All right, let's get busy. Well. Let's see what we got. It's 11:32. Oh, great. Yeah. Hickory makes good bats. Yeah. I always thought bats were made from hickory. I think some of them are, but I think originally the bats were made from ash. The original one, the Louisville Slugger. If I'm not correct, if I'm not wrong, I'm pretty sure that the original bat was made from ash. Anybody know for sure? I think I looked it up once. My dad was a carpenter. He would never use anything but a wooden hammer. He was old school, drive in nails with a framing hammer, and he wouldn't use a metal because the metal didn't absorb the shock. The wood would give and be a lot better for his arm. But they use air guns now, so it don't matter. But awesome, you got a original Louisville Slugger. Awesome, that's great. I wasn't good at baseball. Wasn't my thing. I like watching it though. I appreciate you guys talking amongst yourself. But I think I got the little shape I want on here. I didn't have any blueprint in mind. I let my eye and just take over and see what comes up. I kind of like the little cuteness. I don't know if you can see it much. If you can't, you can always move that conversation out of the way if you want to be able to see this a little bit better. I hope you can see this, but it's so small, and so I guess I should start scooping this out. But believe it or not, I cleaned this shop up today. Now it's a mess. Yeah, man, I was out here all day long setting this new lathe up, cleaning up. I had to because I don't have much space, and I have a lot of things in here. I had to cut a portion of my workbench out so I could fit this thing in and give me some distance between here and my back. I dropped this down to keep the dirt off my stuff in the back. You'll see it in a little bit if I raise it up. But anyways, I'm gonna see if I can start carving this out. But I understand maple's very good to work with. I haven't worked with any maple yet. I've got like a block over there, but I'm going to use it for a cutting board that I'm going to make for our house. And let's see. That's great. Louisville Slugger. How old is that? I don't know anything about really the history of bats other than Louisville Slugger was the original ones, I think. I'm pretty sure. Thank you for all the follows. I appreciate that. I really do. Last time I ended up with 12 followers. The time before that, 9. So, it's kind of cool. My son got me doing this. He told me you got to get on TikTok and do this stuff, and if you get 1,000 followers, you can go live. So that's what I do periodically. I don't do this. I don't go live. It's been a couple of nights, I think, before I've done this, since I've done this, rather. And yeah, I'm curious. You know, if you ever find out, DM me, Ed the Desert Rat. Um, that's because I live in Arizona. That's kind of a nickname we've always had around here. I don't know who started it, but if you're from Arizona, you've been around a while. People, yeah, I'm a desert rat. You know, one of those deals. So that's how that name got started. So then I also call my little woodworking desert rat wood creations. But like I said, not a business. I don't do any. I don't. I've given everything. I've never sold anything. A lot of people. I have a lot of friends and family, so they end up getting something from me. I make the grandkids. I made them some little bats out of some redwood 4x4 posts. It's just something to hit a rubber ball with. So it's not going to break on them, you know. So well, nice to read this thing over here. Well. Let's start carving this thing out. Be right back. I gotta go put an edge on my tool here. Yeah, you do. Depending on the wood, it'll dull out quick. Especially if you use oak on a booger. I've got some wood that I don't care working with too much, and that's oak would be one of them. So anyway, yeah, you do. You need to put a little edge on it. Not it'll take you a minute to do it. I don't have the little fancy tool that makes it precision, but I get pretty good with it. I'm making a little bowl. Let me go get my flashlight. Back here. So I can see what I'm doing. Pretty rough on the edge there. Hi there, Sarah. How you doing? Nice people say hi. Yeah, this is a little ash bowl. That's all that is. Let's keep going with it. Oh, I didn't know that about cedar. A lot of knots. Yeah, a beautiful finished product though. Yeah, I am making just a little ash bowl. Somebody just asked me that here. I didn't get back with you. Sorry about that, Jan. Hi, Jan. Jan Kennedy. How you doing, Jan? I think it's Jan. Jane. I'm sorry, Jane Kennedy. I think there was a famous actor named Jane Kennedy. Is that correct? No, no. Yeah, I have. I've done remodeling before, yes. Uh, but I'm retired. This is just a hobby. That's all this is. It's just for fun. Well, Jane, I appreciate you being here with us. Where are y'all from, if you don't mind me asking? I've done remodeling before for quite a few years and other things. My dad was a carpenter. I'm not an actor. Afraid it's not me. Yeah, I think there was an actress named Jane. Yeah, I know it's not you, but seems to. I don't know if you remember. There was a Jane Kennedy. I think she was a model also. She was very pretty. You're living in Denmark. You're watching me from Denmark. Oh my goodness. Well, welcome to Arizona, the Grand Canyon state, where the big hole is. Yeah. Well, thank you for the follow. Somebody just followed me. I saw it there a minute ago. Second ago, I should say. Yeah, I've got a little ways to go. I've got it carved out pretty good right here. Yeah, I gotta bore it out just a little bit more. Yeah, there was a long. I don't know whatever happened to this lady named Jane Kennedy. Don't know. Just rung a bell when you popped up here. Cedar wood does smell good. If you're asking me, I've never used cedar. When I lived in East Texas, I had a cedar tree in my backyard, but I wasn't doing lathe work then. I wished I would have had some cedar to work with. See if not what somebody said cedar's really knotty and not easy to work with, but it finishes out nice, I guess. Yep, cedar smells wonderful. That's why they use it in trunks. You ever have those hope chests, if you will? They usually line them. I'm sure you know this. Line them with cedar because it smells good. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. But I'm about ready to. I'm going to pull out of here in about 5 minutes. So I hope I don't mess you up. I'll finish this up tomorrow. But I got to catch up on a few reveals, but I'll do that tomorrow morning. But and I've got a mess. But it's almost midnight, my time. Yeah, I'm gonna carve this out just a little bit more. Then I'm gonna say goodbye to everybody and appreciate you coming by, Jane Kennedy and everybody else that I've been talking to. I appreciate it so much. It's really neat I like talking to people and where they're from and what's going on in their life, you know. And you all can talk amongst each other too if you see the conversation going on. Some of you might be able to answer the questions people are having that I might not be able to answer or even see when I'm working. But thank you. Thank you for the follow, Sam. And something 64 big something. It's hard to see these little letters. I see a lot of people popping in and popping out. But let me just carve a little bit more and we're going to bid our farewell. So let's get going. Well, folks, we're going to shut her down here. I appreciate every one of you. God bless your families. God bless you. And God bless America. Be praying for our country. I say that every time I'm on here. But thank you, Jane, again, because you're from a long ways away. Oh, boy, I tell you. Anyways, Ed the Desert Rat. I go by Ed, and I live in Phoenix, Arizona, and I appreciate thank you so much. Blue collar? Blue collar? Blue collar bay. Okay. Yeah. Well, appreciate you popping in here. God bless you also. Yeah. Yeah. You can tell that I've got a mess here. But this is great. You got to watch me work on my brand new lathe that I've never used before. I'm going to keep my other little wind lathe. I loved it. It's great. If you want to start off with a little lathe and it's affordable, get yourself a little tabletop wind and get yourself started on this stuff because it's awesome. And you can make things for people. You can make rolling pins, baseball bats. You can make anything you want that's round. So, anyways, so appreciate y'all. And I'm going to call it a night because it's getting late here in old Phoenix, Arizona. All right. I will see you soon. I will post this on YouTube tonight, actually, and it takes a while for it to download, upload. I got to download it on my phone, upload it on YouTube, so you'll get to hear me talking to you. You won't be able to see no conversations as far as that goes, but and then I'll have a reveal in a day or so. I've got to catch up on some there again. So, anyways, I'll talk to y'all later. I will see you soon. Good night. Just remember, YouTube, Ed the Desert Rat. Ed with 2 Ds, Ed the Desert Rat. On YouTube. Good night.